Oh, my goodness. It is a pleasure to meet you.
Hi, how you
Lincoln
doing?
Kennedy, what an honor to meet you. I got to tell you a funny story. I'm really good friends with Todd Washington,
Oh,
and yeah, and
yes.
he's like, if you see my boy Lincoln Kennedy, which is such a weird thing. I
Yeah.
just talked to him. He's actually an O-line coach at San Diego now.
Oh, is he? Oh, good.
Yeah, San Diego State, and
Wonderful.
and I just talked to him a couple days ago, and he's like, if you see my boy Lincoln Kennedy out on Media Row, because
Yeah.
I know he's going to be out
Oh,
there,
yeah.
you tell him
Oh,
I
yeah.
said hi.
Let me tell you this, Lincoln. We had a choice of T.O. or your ass, and you know what? We chose you.
Well, I appreciate it.
You are Mr. O-line.
Well, you know, when Alex came over and asked me, he's like, well, who wouldn't want to be interviewed by three beautiful ladies?
Oh.
There's not a man in his right mind who would not prefer that.
Well, it's funny because I have absolutely admired you because let me tell you something. I always said this. If I was on the field and you were coming towards me, I would run like hell the other direction because you are that
Thank you.
bad
Well, I appreciate it.
ass on the field. Well, the big story at the Super Bowl this year is the O-line, and they have had stories all over the media talking about just that same thing, that the O-line is the one that they get no respect, and everybody's like, you know, the funniest story I ever heard is Todd Washington, a former Buccaneer, had said, you know what, the O-line is the toughest guys on the field. They are the smelliest guys in the locker room, and they're the foulest people to have dinner with. And
well, I wouldn't go that far.
But you know, but you guys get no respect, and literally without you guys in there, we just went through that with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers with trying to protect Jeff Garcia, and they were doing a terrible job for a while. But if the O-line is working and everyone's clicking and it's all working on the field, that's what's going to make the game work.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. If you take a look at the two teams that are here, the New York Giants and the New England Patriots, both of them have been able to protect their quarterbacks. Both of them have been able to keep their quarterbacks relatively injury-free and relatively clean. And when that happens, good things happen.
Yes.
Right. You have a positive running game. You have a positive passing game. Your offense goes to the next level. I had the fortune of playing with some great teammates and some great teams. And we had a Super Bowl run. We were back in Super Bowl 37. We lost to Tampa Bay, as you know.
Yes.
But it was a great run.
We weren't sad about that.
Well, no,
I love you.
No.
Let me tell you something. Being in San Diego and being there for the Bucks and the Super Bowl and the whole thing, I was like, you know what? I'm not sad about this at all.
For the people
but
you're it's a long time coming in Tampa Bay.
Yeah, but you're a class act
Well,
for
thank you
saying
very
that
much.
to us. That's real classy for you to have been a player.
I hold no grudges as to what happened, the Super Bowl to my career. I played 12 years. I take nothing away. I think I made the absolute best of my career. I look back and I say that I'm happy with what I've done and what I've achieved.
And, of course, he was a Raider at that time of our very own John Gruden, head coach of his team. Did you like playing for John?
I did. I really did. I did enjoy John. John was the funniest guy to me because I used to say that he had a Napoleonic complex.
Right.
We say that in Tampa.
Yeah, he's a short guy who wants to rule the world. And anytime you saw John in the hallways, he would always try to come over and try to muscle me. Give me a hug, big fella. How you doing? You having fun? And I used to laugh at him. Here's this little guy compared to me. Here's this little guy trying to muscle me up and trying to pull me. I'm like, come on, coach, come on. He's hitting you on the arm. Oh, you big guy. I was like, come on, coach, that tickles.
Yeah, it's like a little tink. You're like, oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, but I've always respected his intensity, his knowledge, his passion. The fact that he was the right fit for Tampa Bay because he came in and took a good Tony Dungy team to the next level.
Right. You know what? It kind of gives thought to the age-old, does the coach make the team? Does the team make the coach? That kind of stuff. It just goes to show you got to have it all or you are just absolutely, it's
just like major business. It's just like major business. When you think about your company, Hooters, and when it started Clearwater, and how it's expanded.
First one here, and then I was right behind her.
You see how it expanded to worldwide.
Right.
It took a team effort. It wasn't just one person who made it go. It wasn't just two people. It's just like football. Football is a consummate team sport.
Right.
There is no other sport out there that requires as many cogs in order to make it work. That's football. It's just like a major business. It starts up top. It starts with the owner to the general manager, to the president, to the coach, to the players. Everyone has got to be on the same page.
Well, Lincoln Kennedy, I'll tell you what, this is not the conversation I expected to have with you.
Well, you know why?
Because I'm going to tell
he's
you.
a communications major, that's why.
Well, I know, but I'm telling you, I loved watching you on the field because you'd be like, here it comes, and the beat down is about to happen. And I knew that tackle was going to be something a guy would get up from and be like, where am I? What day is it?
Well, those are the good
What
old
building
days.
just fell?
That's right.
All right, Lincoln Kennedy, thanks for being on with the
And
Chicks.
you never smoked any crack or
Nope.
meth.
Oh,
I'm proud of you.
Right. made.
To do that.
I'm proud of you. No
I'd have to-
pot, no problems.
No problems. No
If we could
problems.
only say that about the SportsChix.
The one
We would
2
be
hour
there.
left.
Well, you're a class act, and
Thank
you're
you,
a good
ladies.
man, and you
Ladies,
retire
it's been a
that way.
pleasure. I
Thanks.
appreciate it.
Good
Thank
luck
you very
on your
much.
new career and your
Thank
venture.
you.
All right.
See you soon. Bye-bye.
Lincoln Kennedy on with the Chicks. We're going to take a break. Well, we're going to take a break to say thank you to everybody that brought us out here and Coors Light and all that. But actually, I just want a picture with Lincoln Kennedy.